Well, I still am, but not on
Saturday night. We always went to Elmdale's on Saturday night. So the year before, we had met him there. Heard him play, right? Isn't that right?
3 years ago.
It was 4. It was 4 years ago. We met Mark at Elmdale's. He was this wonderful pianist playing while we ate. So it was 5 years ago. The year before that, we met you at Elmdale's. Okay? Is that right? Something along the line. The story will still work. So anyway, we go and that was because that year we just stood behind you a little bit, put on a show, and he didn't get fired. That was good. Okay. Then the next year we went back, and he remembered us. It was impossible to forget us. But he remembered, and so we got his attention that year for sure. And we got to talk to him. I think you sat down and even ate with us, maybe. So we got to talking, and we told him where we were staying and all of that. And we said we invited him to come over and talk to us a little bit more, thinking, sure he will, you know. Well, we were sitting in the lobby of the hotel and in Walmart.
Somebody had asked him if he would come talk to us the following year. And then somebody said, will you come tomorrow?
It was 09.
Somebody else said, well, will you come tomorrow?
There's his headshot.
So, anyway, we sat in the lobby and talked that night for a very long time, and that was the year we asked you if you just come back the next morning on Sunday morning and just work, show us some of your tricks, and he acted like he just couldn't believe that we would want him to come, and we were so amazed with his proficiency. And then, now, he's one of us. We kept telling him he needed to become a symphony music teacher. And so this is how our relationship has grown, and we love Mark, and we're just really glad that he's come to share how you love a Canon. Okay?
I love you guys. Y'all are great. This has meant a whole lot to me in my life. It's actually, I'll just say it this way. It has made my income more predictable and dependable than any other time since I'm going to guess 1994 and 5. So, thank you. And I love working with the quality of people that I see and hear, and that's what drew me to symphony music. And, so, along the way, I'm so grateful to have been teaching this and doing the dreams come true, and then it moves into the honeydew, that kind of thing. And along the way, I started to think, as we were moving a little past honeydew and going into Ode to Joy, the children and the adults were really loving the classical. And I thought to myself, I did this when I was a kid. I did Paco Bell. I just did it in C. I just figured out, it kind of goes like that. 1, 3, 4, 4, and 5. And it's just beautiful. It's a lovely creation. I had to Wikipedia it just now just to figure out a few more details. It was pre-1700, I think, is that right?
Yes.
And a lot of his works were lost. But this one was found and rejuvenated in 1919 by a publisher, and then first recorded in the 30s. So anyway, what the value of that to me, and I'm probably telling a lot of you stuff you already know, but the value of that to me was to get the children to start, and the adults, to start to make that 3-note triad and begin to play it around on their keyboards and have something that makes them feel good about their music. So I created this little business right here. I just basically put the chord structure down, and I would just first off draw this and then have them start to do it with the right hand. And I can copy all this stuff. We can copy this and get it to you if you'd like. Oh, good, good. Jackson and Bishop Street and Alma Mater 1. And we're jumping into Alma Mater 2 and 3, Cage, and then the blues scale. I would basically draw this out, and some of my lovely little art-oriented people, this just zinged them for the next 2 months. They were in. It's like it re-upped them. Oh, I love doing this. So, we were starting with Jackson, then we go into the Bishop Street Blues and Strawberry, and I said this is kind of a medley of songs, and you're going to have a 4 or 5 minute presentation of the blues, and each layer gets more interesting and complicated, and you're going to continue to keep your audience's attention and intrigue. So you can see how it moves to Alma Mater 1, and if I was being purist, I'd just have them do Here's Humpty Dumpty all the way through. Alma Mater 2, isn't that the one where we're going Humpty Dumpty and the Bishop Street? And I'd call it the honk honk. You know, here's Humpty Dumpty, here's Humpty Dumpty, here's Humpty Dumpty, honk honk. And actually, with my more sophisticated people, that's kind of like a horn stab. Ba, ba.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyway. Yeah, that's it. Then Blueberry. Oh, you can make the chocolate color by pink and green, a combination of pink and green. It makes it brown. And they love the color. And then the Cage, and then Whipped Cream is where they're either improvisation or I would keep the Cage, pure Cage all the way through.
Hold that flat.
No,
I'm
blueberry.
so sorry.
What's blueberry?
It's cage color.
What is A, what is that? For line, what is that?
Alma Mater 2.
Okay.
Alma Mater 2 is the line.
Okay.
And that's line.
Yeah, that's the line.
Okay.
Cage is the blue.
Blue scale.
And you can get it with 6 colors. And then there's the, you know, improv or the Whipped Cream is where you do Cage, Cage, Humpty Dumpty, honk honk. Bishop Street honk.
That's number 3. Okay, that's good.
The whipped cream is
The Whipped Cream. The Whipped Cream is the combination you can see over on the left-hand side.
Chocolate.
Humpty Dumpty.
It's where you play the Cage chord. And then here's Humpty Dumpty. And yeah. So that's kind of like the culmination.
What's that third thing in there? Cage, Humpty Dumpty, and I can't see it.
Bishop.
Bishop, B-I for Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
B-S-B is what I call it, Bishop Street.
Bishop Street. And then, of course, the blues, cherry on top is the ending. The blues scale down 2 octaves.
This is precious.
So at the end of the cherry on top, I used to make just kind of a, I'm sorry, I'm all wiggly, sorry. I would do a fifth, a C to G down on the left hand. Then, somewhere along the line, one of my students did, what about this?
Oh. That's the oh yeah chord.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. That's exactly right. So, that was my little prototype concept for doing Papa Bell's Canon. So this is the way that I would structure it. And let me just kind of talk it out with you here. The first section is where we're doing one note in the left hand and the triad chord in the right hand, following this chord structure. C, G, A, and I just say put your thumb on the A and freeze that triad. Then there's chocolate on the top. So what that means is we're going to have a broken chord on the right hand. We're going to keep it vanilla on the left. Are you with me? Am I doing something?
You are going to put this on your website, so, right? Or somebody put it on the website?
Yes, Dale said this will go on the
Thank you.
website.
Now I can focus. So you're taking your parfait of blues, the concept now, and you're expanding it with the Canon. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
I'm cross-pollinating that concept. They like the ice cream concept.
Right,
So
right.
it captures, you know. So vanilla on vanilla is pretty easy. It's just plain old vanilla. It's easy. Then chocolate is where we go with the broken chord in the right hand. And for those who can't, I just give them to do those 3 notes. That's it. I don't go up and back because I found with some that complicates their mind. And I'm wanting to get them to get the broken chord first. And then we'll make it 4 notes instead of 3. So you keep it at whatever you judge your student is able to do. And even if they just do the broken 3-note chord, they're in. Then the next one is where we can complicate it a little further. Level number 3 is vanilla on top, where it's just the chord on top. And this left hand, chocolate on the bottom, I'm doing a broken chord. Again, you evaluate your child or your adult. This is just a broken 3-note chord on the bottom. Chocolate. Now another alternative you can do for level 3 is chocolate mint, which is I'm getting hungry.
Where's the first?
Yeah.
Now I found this works.
Starbucks.
I found that this works stunningly with adults.
Okay.
I say make a chord. I mean an octave. Octopus 8 notes. When they make the octave, generally speaking, their pointer finger will be right on the 5.
Yeah.
You know. Make the octave. And this habituates them to doing something they use the rest of their lives. Both the octave and the 1, 5, and 1. So I call that, when I'm doing chocolate mint, it's the 1, 5, 1 octave. You see? And again, and they can pull it down another to lower registers. For a diversion, I can get them to go strawberry over strawberry, which takes any one of these that they want, and it just takes them up another register. It's your choice, and they can make their own parfait. Their little creativity will go, oh, I want to do this. I want to hear how it sounds up here. And they're doing what he intended in his composition. As we go through this construction, we'll get to cherry on the top, or cherry with vanilla on the bottom. What that means is the melody, and I've got another page that of course you'll get copies on too. But it's the melody on the top with just 1 note on the bottom.
Is that number 4?
That's number 5.
Okay.
that I'm going to. Strawberry over strawberry was take everything up an octave. Somewhere along the line, I tell them that this is the way he creates this song. You start very simple, like in the beginning of the day. Here comes the sun. It's coming up. To the middle, it's morning, early morning. good to play it. And then you start to deconstruct your day. The sun is going down, it's going lower and lower, lower and lower. Now it's just almost, and it's nighttime. And you just end with vanilla over vanilla. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect. Nice.
The fascinating thing to me about it is they are playing something their parents, their friends, everybody will get
Yeah.
and hear.
Right.
And I say to the children and to the adults, this is often played at weddings. Well, all the little girls are sold. All the little guys are kind of,
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can make my lunch play.
let me play this for you and you will see, and then I'll show you the pattern. Let me play it before I show you the numbers because they get in the way of it. Here's the melody. This is vanilla on the bottom, cherry on the top. That's the first sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I take my hand and move up one note, just like we've already seen in another song. And I play 5, 4, 3, 2. So let me show you how that works. So we're doing sentence 1 and sentence 2. Now we started that with my thumb on C. So it goes sentence 1, bottom to the top, then 5, 4, 3, 2. Then I take my hand down to the A position, thumb on A, bottom to the top. That's sentence 2 there. Then I take my hand for sentence 1 to the F. And sentence 2. And then we go sentence 3 is like. And sentence 3 moves up. And I usually don't do this during levels 1, 2, or 3, or 4. We get up to chocolate, strawberry, and all that stuff. I save cherry for later. Because they have to already start, they have to already be thinking in terms of, and it's coming invisibly, and they don't have to think about it anymore, you know. And they're feeling very accomplished, and they should, you know. And they're doing all of that business levels 1, 2, 3, 4. When it's time, then we pay off with the cherry. And I always teach it right hand first. They already know this business. That's in. They always start with pinky on C, so that when you're going with your chords, you're going the same direction. I go up first. C, G. Don't have to move the left hand at all. Just hang out there. And they're getting another keyboard and they're making these chords they're going to be using for all sorts of stuff. And are there questions at this moment? Because I will go into the cherry thing, but it's its own deal.
Why do you go up instead of down?
I like to.
I like your answer.
That is my particular style. That's the way that made sense to me. I have students who don't, and I don't try to change them. Because for them, somehow, and they'll do this with their left hand, and they'll put that, you know, they'll come down there at the E. That makes sense to them. It sounds really good.
And maybe that fur popsicles can, which is played like that.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
that's another variation on it, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. I just prescribe the up because it seems to me a little easier for them, for a novice. But I'm open. This is just be fun. show the paper yet. Just tell me if this seems to, if you get this. Here's sentence 1. 5 notes. Bottom to the top. Bottom to the top. Then you just move it up. Here's sentence 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. So we've been doing this progression. Next progression, you put your thumb on A, bottom up to the top. Go up 1 note. 5, 4, 3, 2. F, bottom up to the top. 5, 4, 3, 2. So that was sentence 1 and 2. Here's sentence, I don't do sentence 3 yet until we get here. It's da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then you move it up. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then what I'll do is, as we're trying to put the 2 hands together, I'll say sometimes you'll play the same note at the same time. Sometimes you'll play it with your left hand, and the note that you just played points to the one you start on. So watch how that goes. C points to C. Together, these are the G's together. These are not together. But I just played the A with my left hand, so that points to the A for me to start with my right hand. And actually I start with them this far apart so they don't jump over. So I'll do this again. C points to C. G's together. Not together, but this one, this A points to A. E's together. Not together, but the F points to the F. C's together. Now my F points to F. This G points to the G. Together. Not. Together. And I've edited, and y'all are free to edit all this stuff. Gee, make it work better. Golly.
Mark?
Yes.
Also say the last note of each sentence is played with left hand. Doesn't that work that way every time? The last note of every sentence is your left hand.
Thank you.
Say that again. The last note of this right-hand sentence is played with left hand.
Of sentence number 1. But see, here's where it's not the same. I've got the G and the A.
It's not the same note, but you're playing it at the same time, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
First
And
line.
there's your F.
First line, first last name, last.
Good. So I drew him a little thing, and I would also shoot a video on my iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, either of myself playing it, or I'd say, you be the videographer, and they swing over and that kind of thing. And it takes a minute, and I can upload it to box.net, and then I've got an archive of my own little videos that I can send to any of the other students after, if it comes out pretty good. You know.
What did you use for
Can you
this?
send that to us?
Box.
Yes.
What do you load it up to? Because I couldn't get it to my student.
Dale is going to cover that tomorrow.
It's already on the website.
It's already on our,
Dropbox, Sugar Sync, Box, all these places you can
but I
upload.
mean, what you just did, it's not good.
What you mean?
What you just did.
It's not, but I can put it on there. If I can get Donnie's list or whatever, somebody help me, and I'll put y'all on it and send it to you. You know, send you. So here is the last bit of drawing that I do for them. You can see in this line it's got the C, G, A, and E. So that is our structure. F, C, F, G. And this is just kind of a physical thing that they can take home and refer to at home if they forget something, which they will probably, you know, and want to review a little something together.
What's the X?
That means
You're not.
that, yeah, points to C. C in the left hand points to C in the right hand. Bum, 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 bum. Now our G's are together. Bum. Then I start on finger 5 up here for sentence 2. Bum, 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 bum. My finger 2 is on E and A, so I put an X there. They are not the same note. But this A points that in my right hand. Next I start with my thumb on A. Bum, 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 bum. Now the E and the E are together. Bum. Then 5, 4, 3. Oh, 2. Now the 2 and the F are not together. But the F in my left hand points to that I should start with my thumb on F. Bum, 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 bum. Now my C's are together. Bum. 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, the 2 and the F. The A and the F are not the same, but the F in the left hand points to that I start sentence 3. And I made that little nice little insignia that looks familiar. Bum, 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 bum. And then this G points to the fact that I start the G. Bum, 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 bum. Y'all want me to hold this up, or are you trying to copy it, or do you want to?
Oh, they just.
It was on the website.
It'll be on the website. Yeah, I know. I felt the same way. That's gone through several different configurations. So I think that's all. Deep questions.
And not questions, the statement. You are so clear and you have such a wonderful manner. I bet your students just adore you.
I love what I get to do. I get to do this. Thank you. And most of the time that's true. Sometimes if I haven't had my tuna fish sandwich, this goes all to heck.
Give the man his tuna.
Are there any questions?
Awesome. Very clear.
Next.
Lunch is next. We're going to Ruby Tuesdays, and thank you, Mark. I'm sorry, delayed reaction. We're going to Ruby Tuesdays, which is just down the road, just a wee bit. If you are willing to drive, to transport somebody, I
can
can take
drive.
6. If you'll just
I
raise your
can
hand.
take 5
Okay, 6.
or 4. Sorry, including me.
6. Just come to join us and we'll go. Can you go with us, Debbie? If we need to do it, drive. Jennifer, how many can you take, Jennifer?